What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be solving LeetCode problem 3546, equal sum grid partition 1. So in this problem, we're given a grid of positive integers, and we want to see if it's possible to make a cut somewhere on this grid, either vertically or horizontally, where if we were to get the sum of all the values in each section formed by that cut, those two sums would be equal to each other. So in this example, if we were to make a cut here, we would end up with two sections that look like this. And for the left section here, its sum would be 1 plus 2, which is 3. And for the right section, its sum would be 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 5 plus 8 is 13. So we can see that these two sums are not equal to each other, which means that we would have to try another cut out. So let's keep going to the next possible vertical cut, which is here. That would get us two sections that look like this. And if we were to sum up each section, we have 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, which equals 8. And for this section, we have 3 plus 5, which is also 8. So these two sections have the same sum, which means that we have found a valid partition, and we can return true. Now, we could keep looking for other valid partitions by making a horizontal cut and then comparing the sums of these two sections. But because we've already found a valid partition, there's no need to continue, and we're able to just return true. So if we were to write up a solution using this approach, we would have to compute the sum for each section every time we make a cut. Is there a more efficient way for us to solve this? Well, wouldn't it be nice if we only had to compute the sum for the first section, and that would actually tell us what the sum of the second section is? How could we go about doing that? Well, it starts by making an observation, which is that if we were to sum up any two sections, they're always going to be equal to the same value. In this example, we have 3 plus 13, which is 16. In this example, we have 8 plus 8, which is also 16. And of course, 16 is the sum of all of the values in the grid. So if we know the sum of all the values in the grid, all we have to do is get the sum of the first section, and by subtracting the total sum by the first section, that'll tell us the sum of the second section. So again, the total sum of all the elements in this grid is 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 3 plus 5 plus 8 gives us 16. So if we know that this section has a sum of 3, all we have to do is 16 minus 3, and that tells us the sum of the second section. Likewise, for this cut, we just have to do 16 minus 8, and that gets us 8. Now, a second observation to make with this split is that when we end up with two sections that have an equal sum, their sum is always going to be exactly half of the total sum. And so what we're actually looking for is, can we make a cut that results in a section whose sum is equal to exactly half of the total sum? So in this problem, we would be looking for 16 divided by 2 equals 8 as the sum of one of our sections. So to recap, the first thing we want to do is determine the total sum of all values in the grid, and then we want to keep making partitions to that grid until we find a section that's equal to half of the total sum. So what's another observation we can make? Well, when we make our first vertical cut, what we have to do is get the sum of all of the integers in that column. So in this case, again, we'd have 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, because we're looking for a sum of 8, we need to keep searching and perform another cut. But instead of getting the sum of all of these values, 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3, why don't we just have a way to store this previous sum and add that to this column's sum? So we would define a variable prefix sum, psum for short, set it to 3, and then we just have to get the sum of all the values in this column, so 2 plus 3 is 5, and add that to the prefix sum. And that tells us the sum of the entire section. So what we're actually doing is we're compressing this grid from a 2D array into a one-dimensional array. And we're doing that by summing all of the values in each column. So now when we want to go through this grid and look at all of the possible vertical splits, we just have to go from left to right, adding to the prefix sum until we reach our desired value of 8. And of course, we could do that for the rows as well if we don't end up finding a solution using the column sums. Now, one other thing to note is that because these are all positive integers, if we summed up all the values in this section, for example, and we reached a value that was greater than half of the total sum, so let's say, for instance, this added up to 9, we know that we're not going to find a valid split if we continue going further, because this sum is only going to get larger. And we've already went past half of the total sum, which is 16 divided by 2 equals 8. So we could actually stop the algorithm as soon as we reach a prefix sum greater than half of the total sum. And another thing to note is because we're looking for two sections that are equal to exactly half of the total sum, if we ended up finding a total sum of, say, 17 instead of 16, that tells us that it's actually impossible to find a valid partition, because 17 divided by 2 is 8.5, and these are all integers. So there's no way that we could end up with two sections where each section has a sum of 8.5. And that means that once we compute the sum, if it's an odd value, we can just return false. So with all of that in mind, let's get working on a solution in code. All right, guys, so here we are in LeetCode. I'm going to be coding this up in Python. And like I said, the first thing we want to do is determine the total sum of all the values in the grid. So we'll start by defining a variable total sum. We'll set it to 0, and then we want to iterate through each of the rows and columns in the grid and add every element to the total sum. So to help us with that, I'm going to define two variables to get the length of the rows and columns. So for rows, we'll set that to the length of the grid. And for columns, we'll set that to the length of the grid at the first position. And we know that there is at least one element in the grid because that's defined by the constraints here. So we don't have to worry about an edge case where the grid is empty, in which case this would cause an error. Now let's go ahead with a nested loop to iterate through each of the elements in the grid. So for I in range rows, for j in range calls, total sum plus equals grid ij. And by the time this loop finishes, now we'll have the total sum of all elements in the grid. Now before we go any further, we want to see if it's even possible to get two sections that are equal to each other when making a partition. And if you recall, to determine that, all we have to do is determine if the total sum is divisible by 2. So to do that, we can use the modulo operator, which is going to tell us the remainder when performing a division operation. So if the total sum mod 2 equals 1, we know that it has a remainder, so it's not divisible by 2, and we can immediately return false. Now the next thing we want to do is go through each of the rows and each of the columns and determine if we can make a split where one section has a sum equal to half of the total sum. So just to make things clear, I'm going to define a variable target, and that's going to be equal to the total sum divided by 2. Another thing we're going to need is a way to track all of the prefix sums so that as we're making vertical or horizontal cuts on the grid, we can keep track of the previous sums that were made. So I'm going to define a variable prefix sum, and we can set it to 0 to start. Now it doesn't matter whether we want to start by checking the rows or the columns, but one key thing to note is that we can only make a cut if both sections are non-empty. So we can't make a cut at the end of a grid, which means that as we iterate through the rows and columns, we're going to have to stop one before the last row or column. So let's start by iterating through the rows. So for I in range rows minus 1, because again, we want to make sure that each section has values in it, then we can do prefix sum plus equals the sum of all the values in that row, which would be grid at position I. And if at this point we determine that the prefix sum is equal to the target, we can return true. But if the prefix sum is greater than our target, we know that it's only going to get larger and we're never going to reach that target. So we can just break the loop right here. Now, if at this point we still haven't returned true, we still have to check the columns. So let's set the prefix sum back to 0, and we'll iterate through all of the columns. For j in range calls -1, we're going to sum up all of the values in that column. So prefix sum plus equals the sum, and this is a little bit tricky. We need to define an array that contains the jth value of each row in that grid. So in Python, we can do that in a single line using this syntax. Grid I, j, for I in range rows. And what this is going to do is it's going to go row by row using I as the iterator, get the jth value in that row, turn that into an array, and sum up all of those values. From here, we can basically copy the same logic in the initial for loop. And if at this point we still haven't found a prefix sum, it's safe to say that this grid does not have a valid partition, and we can return false. So let's see if it passes all the test cases. It does, and if we submit it, we'll see that it was accepted. So there you have it, guys. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like below, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or have any suggestions you'd like to make to my approach. If you're interested in more videos like this, I'll be continuing to make LeetCode solutions in the future, so be sure to subscribe as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.